Hey guys, LarryCount62, and today I'm making a video showing you guys all the characters that were confirmed during E3, as well as all the characters, or all of the parts in the customizer that were confirmed. And yeah, I'm really excited for this, so let's get right into it. Start off with the characters. We've got Kent Clarkson, Captain Cold, Mr. Freeze, Calendar Man, Condiment King, Cherry White, Alfred, Steppenwolf, Parademon, Granny Goodness, Enchantress, Deathstorm, League of Shadows Ninja, General Zod, and Aqualad. There's a first list that I have, and Condiment King is one that wasn't exactly confirmed, but I remember when I was looking through the attachments on one of the videos I was watching, I saw that there was a pack that looked like Condiment Kings, so I'm just assuming for that one, so this one's not at 100%, but the rest of them, all their names were actually in there, except for Steppenwolf and Granny Goodness, which Arthur Parsons confirmed himself. So let's move on to the next list of characters. And the last few characters are Joker Henchman, Riddler Henchman, Heatwave, Desaid, Bane, Black Manta, Clayface, Killer Frost, and Creeper. So for Clayface, we actually get a big fig and a small version of Clayface, which I find is really, really cool. I'm excited to see what they look like because we haven't got Clayface in a LEGO Batman game since LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes. And he also appeared in LEGO Batman, the video game, and he just looked weird in those games, so I'm excited to see what he looks like in this game. We saw somewhat of what he looks like on the character grid, same with Killer Frost, who was confirmed before E3, but we got our first look at her during E3, so I thought it would be worth putting her on this list. So now let's move in to all the abilities and everything else that was confirmed in the customizer at E3. So one thing I noticed about the abilities is when someone went into the passive traits and on the voices, I noticed that there was a 3x10 row of them, which means there's 30 voices. And Arthur Parsons said there's female, male, robot voices, and plenty of others, so I'm really excited to see what those are, because with 30 voices, you could really create a great variety of characters. Next is lantern rings. So, I find this really cool because the next up is Misc Weapons, and I kind of put these two together because all the other weapons are the same as like Marvel Super Heroes 2, staves, guns, what else? Staves, guns, swords, and all those type of stuff. But these two are new. Lantern rings, the two that have already been confirmed are Dexter and Green Lantern, who carry the red and green lantern rings. So those are definitely there, and hopefully every one of the lantern rings. So that'll include white, orange, blue, purple, and all the other ones. And I'm really excited for that, as well as Misc Weapons, which was something I was really hoping, if you saw that on my other list, that a thing that I was hoping would be in the game, that was there. I called it accessories because I wanted to be a more variety, but this is basically just like things that aren't actually weapons, but you could hold them, kind of like a fish, microphone, tennis racket, that kind of stuff. Then we have custom dual molded arms, legs, and capes. This was another thing that was on my list for the arms, legs, and capes because I really, really wanted it so that if you wanted to make a character have the top half of their arms red and the bottom half green, but there was none of that there, you could actually do that, because that was a big issue when I was playing like Marvel Super Heroes 2. I really wanted to do that at so many points, but I couldn't, and this is finally in the game, and I was so happy when I saw this, because I was starting to see that so many of the things that I wanted are actually in the game, which is pretty cool, because it's just, I think it's awesome, because now I get to see the stuff that I wanted in this game, and I wanted them because I think we need them to make a really, really good custom character. So I really like that. And of course, on the head, you probably all heard about this, but when you first go into head, you go to head, and then there's two options, there's head and preset. That's just a head that CD Games has already created. But then if you click on head, then you could see 6 different options. 2 of them were facial hair and wrinkles, and the other one's I'll mention on the next page. Facial hair, you would choose a facial hair of anybody in the game, literally anyone, and then you put it on whichever head you want, and then change the color. Same with the wrinkles. You could choose the wrinkles of any character in the game, change the color, and put it on any head you want. And you could combine the facial hair wrinkles and everything else into one head, which I find is so awesome. It's definitely something that I never would have thought to do. So, the rest of the three were eyeshadow, lip color, and accessories. They're partly the same thing, just eyeshadow is the eyeshadow that change any color put on a head, and the same with lip color except it's a lip, and then accessories, which include masks, goggles, and glasses. So you could put all 5 of these things on one head, and that just looks so awesome. This is definitely one thing that I would have never thought of putting in the customizer. So next is hip attachment. That goes with the armor or the shoulder attachments, and they're in the same category, which probably means that you can't take both at the same time. But what is cool is, as you can see down here, it says King attachment colors. So it has blank attachments as well as colored attachments. But just like the heads, just like the bodies, just like the arms, legs, just like practically everything in the game, you can change most of the colors on it. It's so cool. For example, the lizard tail, you could change one color for the spikes and one color for the tail itself. And same with the butterfly wings, all that type of stuff. So the prints on different bodies, it's like you get to choose a body. I think there's 7 different ones, and it's just a plain body. And then you get to put whatever print you want on that body. And then there's also some preset bodies if you want, if you don't want to make one. And there's 2 colors, which basically means like if there's something, for example, a cape. All capes have 2 colors. You can choose one for the front and one for the back of the cape. Some attachments too, and then the arms, doing molded arms and legs. And I think that's pretty cool because in the last game we only had 1 color that we could choose. So let's move on to a few more things from the customizer. So now I'm talking about the abilities and the passive traits that we know of so far. So I'm going to skip the first one and come back to that at the end. So the speed options, sadly there's no just regular fast. In the last game that was pretty cool because if we didn't want to make a character go super fast, or if we wanted to make them fast but not have a speed trail, we could do that. But unfortunately we can't do that in this game. It's just normal and super fast. There's also no speed trail color or design chooser, which I'm kind of disappointed about. But there are some more games that should be coming out, so hopefully they can add that to those games. If not, I don't really mind it because this customizer is already really awesome. And we have 7 animations, and the animations are really cool. They control the idle animations as well as the movement style, which was 2 things that was on my list, if you remember. So I'm really excited about that. Then there's 9 health icons. It includes things like red, orange, teal, yellow, green, black, white, pink, purple. And I'm really excited about that. I'm pretty sure in the last game there was 8. It didn't have teal, so I'm glad they have that in this game. There are 12 target reticules, and the target reticules actually confirmed that Captain Cold and Enchantress would be in the game. Some of the other ones that you could choose is Lex Luthor, Batman, Harley Quinn, Mercy Graves, Livewire, The Flash, and there are a few more. That wasn't 12, I only listed, I think, maybe 6 or 8, I'm not sure. Then 17 contextual abilities, which I'll talk about next, and those are any abilities, kind of like passive traits, that you have to stand on a certain place to do. And then also there's the buttons, so there was triangle/Y, I'm not sure what it is on Nintendo Switch, but that's called tag option. So hopefully, because it's here, that means we could either turn a character into a big pig, turn it into another character, or grow. I think that would be super cool. And there's the other ones that we already know of, the attack option, special option, and the jump option. So let's move on to all the abilities that I was able to find in the game. Not all of them are confirmed to be in the customizer, but most of them are. And finally, we have the abilities. So the ones that are for sure in the game, that we know for sure, is Grapple. You can see there, Acrobat, and Techno Access. And what's cool about Grapple is you would change the rope design and color, which I find so awesome. You can do that like most videos too, unless you had Web Sling. So I think that's super awesome. And then here are some that were obvious that I saw. Like they're super obvious. I could make out what they were even underneath the lock symbol. So that was Beam Deflect, magic, tracking, which are the ones? Super strength, smash Lego walls, or crack Lego walls, and X-ray vision. I could tell X-ray vision because Lex Luthor has it, and when they pulled up his character card, I could make out the same icon in the passive traits. Some of them that were less obvious, but I was able to figure out, were beam deflect, grow plants, mind control, riddle solving, which is a new ability. I'm not sure what it's called. I guess calling it riddle solving, but it could be clue finding or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but that's why I'm calling that ability. Illumination, spray paint, which Joker has, shield lift, and I think that's it actually. And then there are some abilities you can see that I didn't mention, which are beam. That is definitely in the game because we know that you unlock a heat beam at the start, and we can see there's beam damage type there. And then also, one thing I want to mention about the beams is that you can actually make come out of your chest, which is so awesome. There's bolts, and these last four aren't confirmed to be in the customizer. These are just abilities that Lex Luthor has. Bolts, he has Silver Lego blow up bolts. Hopefully that means a beam could have Silver Lego blow up. There's glide, that he has glide in the game. He also has hover, which means he doesn't walk, so that's one of his animations, not exactly an ability. And photo mode, which, like, we kind of had that in Lego Marvel Superheroes too, where the character would take a photo. I'm not exactly sure if it's photo mode, but I saw a picture of a photo in one of the icons, so that's what I'm assuming. Anyways, I think this was amazing. We know so much already about the customizer, and so many characters that are confirmed to be in this game, and this gets me even more exciting, and this was just at one 3-day convention. Just imagine how much more news we're gonna get. I already made calculations, and we know about a third of the characters out of the entire character grid. But they did say they were planning to add more than 175. That's just what they showed at E3. So, but we do know at least close to a third of 175. So that, I think that's going to wrap up this video. Tell me anything in the comment section down below. But I think it's going to be, as I see you guys later, another Channel 62.